So MIMO stands for multiple input, multiple output, and it's a device that has multiple transmit and receive elements that work together. A good example of a MIMO device that you might see every day is the shark fin antenna on the back of a car. That little nub you'll see on the back of the roof on newer cars. It replaced, the old monopole antenna that used to be pretty large. It has several elements that are working together. It's able to receive, AM and FM, but also with a lot of modern cars like GPS signals as well through the same antenna.
So MIMO and beamforming are related in such that a beamformed signal would be used to transmit or receive from a MIMO antenna. MIMO antennas, or sometimes also called phased array antennas, either use constructive interference or destructive interference to aggregate an RF signal to make it more power in one direction, or you can actually tune out signals that are coming from an unwanted direction by adjusting the phase or each of these signals.
One way that I like to visualize how this works is the double slit experiment. With that experiment, you have a light going through two small slits, and then they constructively interfere and destructively interfere to create an interference pattern on the other side of the slit. So you'll see bright spots where they constructively interfere and then little dark spots where they're canceling each other out. Beamforming works on that same principle, but usually with more radiating elements.
Beamforming is a process where you take an RF signal and you intentionally delay the signal by a predictable known quantity, so that when you send it to multiple transmitting antennas at the same time, that they are perfectly out of sync with each other such that they'll either build upon or subtract from each other.
Or in the case of beamforming antennas, like radar antennas, like the Aegis radar system you'll see on U.S. naval vessels, they're actually using part of that antenna to form a beam that goes in one direction, and another part of the antenna is used to form a beam that goes in another direction. They can be steering the one beam to search through the sky, or they can be locked in on a target with another beam that's coming out of the same antenna. It's one flat dish on the side of a ship, but it's made up of 4,000 individual elements that are individually controlled for phase and amplitude to give you this control over the beam pattern in free space.